you all. Can't wait to hear about it. Talk story time. If you haven't already. Oh my gosh. Oh, is everyone there? Sorry, guys. My computer just had a little bit of a panic, but hope you all can still see me. And thank you for putting your name in the chat. If you haven't already, do me a favor, just pop your name in there. Helps me take attendance. And we'll go ahead and get started. So first, I want to hear what you guys did for your Healthy Habit Challenge last week. Does anyone want to share what they did? What do we do? You can type it in the chat or you can unmute, totally up to you. Yeah, Kiana, go ahead.
I had chicken sandwich.
You had a chicken sandwich?
And
Did you have
more water?
And more water. Okay, awesome. Love that we're still doing our summer healthy habit challenges. That's great. Did anyone eat a fall fruit or vegetable? Yeah, Kailani, you did? Or you want to share? Oh, you're muted. You gotta unmute, sorry. What was that, Kailani? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I ate whole food.
You ate whole foods. Great. That's awesome. I love that you're doing that. Let's see. Let me check the chat here. Seth, you're eating healthy, more vegan foods and exercising. Awesome. Gilbert, you ate fruits and vegetables and did walking exercises. Great. Kyle, you're doing K-pop exercises. Awesome, you guys. You guys are doing great with these healthy habits. Okay, so let's move on to our topic for today is vitamins. Super, super important stuff. So what is a vitamin? Does anyone know or want to take a guess? Yeah, Kailani, you want to guess or do you know? You can unmute.
D.
That's an example of a vitamin. Yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. Does anyone know what is a vitamin? What are vitamins? Kailani gave us an example of a vitamin. Oh, let's see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, Ian, from the sun. We get vitamins from the sun, and we do get them from broccoli. Kyle, correct. Yep, vitamin C is another example. We do get them from oranges, Gilbert. That's exactly right. So, vitamins are super small molecules that help our bodies work properly. They help us grow and they help us stay healthy. And vitamins are what are called organic substances. So, what that means is that they are produced by plants or animals. So, they're these super tiny molecules that help our bodies work properly. What do vitamins do? They all have different jobs. So some of you already gave us some great examples, vitamin D, vitamin C. Each of these vitamins has a different job to help keep our bodies working properly and maintain our health. Some vitamins, like vitamin C, can help us resist infections. So it helps keep us healthy on the day-to-day. While others might help us get energy from our food or help our blood clot properly. So vitamins are super important. They're super, super tiny, but they're super important. Where do vitamins come from? You all kind of already answered this question. Ian said that we get vitamins from the sun. That's absolutely correct. A bunch of you, Kyle, Gilbert, Seth, you're all giving great examples in the chat of different foods that have vitamins in them. Vitamins are found in the food we eat. That's exactly right. For the most part, our bodies are not able to make our own vitamins. So we have to get them from our food. And if you remember from our summer series, that's why it's so important for us to be eating whole foods. See, there's all these examples of great foods that have vitamins in them. Vitamins are essential for life. Remember that they keep us healthy and protect us from a variety of diseases. So they are super important. In some cases, we might need a supplement. So because vitamins are so important for us, if we have a deficiency, does everyone know what deficiency means? Anyone want to tell me what it means? Or tell the group what it means? What does deficiency mean? Unmute, or you can put it in the chat. It's okay, you can guess too. It's okay to be wrong. You just might be right. What does deficiency mean? No one knows? Someone knows. Kiana, let's see. Not be sick from people. That's close. Seth, you don't know? That's okay. It's okay to not know. See, this is why it's important. I want to make sure everything that I'm saying you guys can understand. So deficiency means when we don't have enough of something. So if I don't go out in the sun for a month straight, I might be deficient in vitamin D, right? Vitamin D comes from the sun. So deficiency means not enough. So because vitamins are so important for our bodies, if we have a deficiency or not enough, a healthcare provider like a doctor or a nurse may recommend that we take a supplement. Or because we get vitamins from our food, they might ask us to eat more of a specific group or type of food. Super important stuff. How many vitamins are there? Does anyone want to take a guess? This is something I didn't know before I looked into it. Someone take a guess. How many vitamins do we think there are? Someone take a guess. It's okay to be wrong. Ian, 7. Very close. Very close. Any other guesses? I'll give you a hint. It's a little bit more than 7. Zoe, 50. That's a good guess too. Not quite that many. So somewhere between 7 and 50. Any last guesses before I tell you? No last guesses? Okay. There are 13. Oops. Got ahead. Oops. Oh my gosh. There are, oh my gosh, what's going on? There are 13 different recognized vitamins. But vitamins work really closely with these other really small molecules called minerals. And together, they work together to help our bodies function. So there are 13 different recognized vitamins. And we're going to talk about a few of them. And there's a picture here of alphabet soup because that's what I like to call them. Vitamins are kind of like alphabet soup. They're all named after different letters, which is perfect and very easy to remember. So starting with the first letter, vitamin A. Does anyone want to guess where we get vitamin A from? Guess a different food that might have vitamin A? Or want to guess what it helps us with? Who wants to guess? I know we haven't talked about it, so it's okay. I don't expect you to know, but if you want to take a guess, what might vitamin A help us with? Or where might we get vitamin A? Yeah, Kiana, vitamin A does help us stay healthy and it is good for our body. No one wants to guess? Apples, carrots? Yeah, these are all great guesses, you guys. And so you're partially right. So there we get vitamin A from carrots. We also get them from all these different food groups, which are so awesome, guys. There's lots of whole foods. As you can see, there's lots of different food groups represented too. So we've got dairy with the cheese and the butter. We've got protein with the egg. I know, Ian, you love broccoli. That's great. There's broccoli right here, sweet potato, celery. There's so many great foods that have all kinds of vitamin A. So there's a good variety that we can choose from. And vitamin A helps us with our vision. It helps us with night vision and helps us see colors. So super important, right? If you can't see, how are you supposed to do anything else? It can be really challenging. And so vitamin A can help us with vision, and it also boosts our immune system and helps us fight infections. So as we talked about a few weeks ago, or you all talked about with Allison, it is flu season. So it can be super helpful to eat lots of foods rich in vitamin A to give our immune system that little boost. Now, vitamin B is a little bit different than the other vitamins because it's actually a group of vitamins. So there's a vitamin B1, 2, 3. There's no 4. I don't know why. 5, 6, 7. There's no 8 either. 9 and 12. And all of these little vitamins belong to the B vitamin group. And they're called a group because they often work together to form a complex that helps our bodies do all of these things. So they help keep our immune system healthy. They help with our heart health. They help a lot with our metabolism, which is super, super important. And so the B vitamins are really important in metabolic activities. What that means is that they help us get energy from the food that we eat. So we eat a meal, we eat some food. What helps us get the energy from that food is actually the B vitamins. They also help us store energy and release that energy when our bodies need it. And they help us make red blood cells. Red blood cells are super important because they carry oxygen throughout the body. So when we breathe in oxygen, right? And our red blood cells is what helps us get that oxygen to the rest of our body. And these are some of the foods that are really rich in the B vitamin complex. So as you can see, it's a lot of proteins in sort of those food groups that we talked about. There's beans, there's oats, eggs and dairy, bananas, spinach. So these are all different foods that we can eat to get more of those B vitamins. Vitamin C, super important. Where do we get vitamin C? What's an example of a food? Many of you know this. Where do we get? Yeah, eat carrots. That's a good one. Yeah, Kailani.
Sun.
The sun? Not quite. We don't get vitamin C from the sun, but that's a good guess. I'm thinking of a food. It's the same color as carrots. That was a big hint. Who knows? Kiwi. Kiwi has a lot of vitamin C. The one that I was thinking of is oranges. So we get a lot of vitamin C from the citrus family, and citrus starts with the C, so it's easy to remember. Yeah, exactly. We get all of these vegetables have a lot of vitamin C in them, which is really great for us. A lot of fruits, some veggies, so kale, sweet peppers, broccoli, very good superfoods that have a lot of great vitamins in them. And what does vitamin C help us with? Does anyone want to take a guess? Or no, maybe? What does it help us with? How does vitamin C help us? It's super important during flu season. What might it do for us? Exactly right, Seth. It helps our immune system. That's one of the big ones. So look, vitamin C does all of these great things, keeps our brain healthy and our nervous system healthy. It protects our cells and it supports our immune system. It also helps us heal from injuries. So if anyone ever gets hurt, vitamin C is super helpful in that. And it's especially important for when we're not feeling well. So if we're not feeling well, it can be a good time to maybe have some extra oranges or broccoli, maybe some kiwi. That will just help give our immune system that extra boost. All right, vitamin D. This is our favorite vitamin, right? Because we talk about it so often. Where do we get vitamin D? You guys have already told me so many times today. We get it from vitamin D. Vitamin D. Who knows? Kailani knows. Where do we get vitamin D from? Where do we get it from, Kailani? Yeah, go ahead.
Sun.
Yeah, we get it from the sun. That's exactly right. Where else do we get vitamin D from? Does anyone remember? We talked about it in our balanced eating health corner a while ago. It's a certain type of food group. I think it might have been purple on that diagram of a balanced plate, if that helps anyone remember. Where do we get our vitamin D? Anyone want to guess? It's okay if you don't remember. No guesses? Going once, going twice? No guesses? Okay, no worries. Oh yeah, Kailani, do you want to guess? Go ahead.
Protein.
Protein, very close. It is sort of a type of protein. That's not the one I was looking for, but thank you for taking that guess. That's great. We get vitamin D from the sun and we get it from a lot of dairy products. So things like milk, yogurt, cheese, eggs, also portobello mushrooms, um, lots of different great things. So we can get them from fish. Yeah, exactly. So we get vitamin D from a lot of dairy and a lot of sun, which is really great. What does vitamin D help with? Does anyone remember? This one's super important. We talked about it. What does it help with? It's super important because we're athletes. What does vitamin D help with? Anyone want to take a guess? Or you remember? Yes, Kyle, exactly. It helps us with strong bones. That's exactly right. So it helps our muscles contract. It helps to form and keep strong bones and teeth, which is super important, right? It also helps support our immune system and helps our nerves carry messages between our brain and the rest of our body. Um, and this is just a quick little tip is because the days are shorter in the fall and winter, the sun sets earlier, we don't get as much sunlight usually. So it's super important that we eat vitamin D rich foods. The way that vitamin D helps keep our bones strong is that it helps our bodies absorb calcium. And calcium helps our bodies with a variety of functions. One of those is keeping strong bones. So vitamin D is super important. Our best friend, our best vitamin, one of our best vitamins. They're all fantastic. Vitamin E. Where do we get vitamin E? We're almost through our alphabet soup, you guys. We get our vitamin E from lots of different foods like whole grains, so wheats, oatmeal. These are all really rich in vitamin E. There's that broccoli again. Ian, great news. Your favorite food is rich in lots of vitamins. Other foods like leafy green vegetables, vegetable oils, egg yolks, and nuts, they're also great sources of vitamin E. Yeah, exactly. Almonds, oatmeal, wheat bread, all great examples. What does vitamin E help us with? It helps keep our blood healthy. It also protects our cells from damage and supports our immune system. So we want super healthy blood. We want to eat lots of foods that have vitamin E. And there's some great examples. You can have avocado toast. You can get some salmon in there, get lots of different vitamins. So some of these foods, like we've seen broccoli a few times now and bell peppers a few times and spinach a few times, they overlap. They have lots of different vitamins in them. So if we can focus on eating some of those foods, then we can get lots of different vitamins just by eating one single fruit or vegetable. How awesome is that? All right, vitamin K. Has anyone ever gotten a cut before? You know, you're running outside, you trip and fall, you get a little cut, or you're chopping up an apple and you accidentally slice your finger open. I know I have. No one else has gotten a little cut before at work. Ian, yeah, I can imagine. Anybody else? Yeah? No, Kylie, you've never gotten a cut before? I'm impressed. All right. Well, if you've ever gotten a cut before, like this guy right here, that's what I look like too when I get a little cut. Vitamin K is what helps our blood clot. So that cut, right, it eventually stops bleeding. It doesn't bleed forever and ever, right? That would be bad. And so vitamin K is what helps our blood cells stick together and stop the bleeding. It also works with vitamin D to keep our bones strong. Super, super important stuff. So like you can see here, it helps our blood clot. All these little red blood cells are sticking together to stop the bleeding at our little cut, and it helps form strong bones. Where do we get vitamin K? Does anyone want to guess? Where do we get vitamin K? No one wants to guess? Cabbage. Yeah, that's a great guess, Kyle. Exactly right. We get vitamin K from a lot of different leafy green vegetables. So, like Kyle said, cabbage, again, with the broccoli. Broccoli is such a superfood. It has lots of great vitamins in it. Kiwi, avocado, cauliflower, cucumber, spinach, again, another great superfood. We get vitamin K from all of these different leafy vegetables, which is great because, like I said, vitamin K is super important, helps our blood clot, helps us keep strong bones, all really important stuff, right? All right. Does anybody have any questions about any of the vitamins we talked about today? Any questions? Okay, if not, you can unmute or you can type it in the chat. Totally up to you if you have any questions. Yeah, Gilbert, what's up?
I have a question. So how do we get vitamin K?
Yeah, that's a great question, Gilbert. Let's go back to our slide here. These are some of the foods that are really high in vitamin K. So we could eat some broccoli or pomegranate or avocado. Any
Yeah.
of these foods are a great source of vitamin K.
Yeah. For vitamin K, I'm gonna eat is vegetables like avocado and broccoli and cucumbers and lettuce and cabbage and cauliflowers.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's great. Thank you.
Okay.
That's perfect.
You're welcome to.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes, Ian, vitamins are so important. Yes, Kailani, watercress is a great example too. Awesome, you guys. I'm so glad you are learning from our little health corners. Per usual, we have a healthy habit challenge. So we're still doing all of the challenges that we've had so far. Maybe if you haven't done one of our previous ones, I'd encourage you to go back and watch that health corner and try to incorporate that challenge. But this week's challenge that we're adding on is to choose a few different foods that have different vitamins and incorporate them into your diet this week. So one easy way to do it is to take a vegetable or fruit that came up a lot, so like broccoli or avocado or spinach, and incorporate that into your diet. And with that, you already get cover a lot of the vitamins that we talked about today. Or you could pick different fruits or vegetables from each different vitamin and incorporate those into your life or your diet. Okay. So I want to hear all about what you guys did next week, Monday at Health Corner. I want you to come prepared to share. Very exciting stuff. I'm going to do it too. I don't know. I haven't planned out what exactly I'm going to incorporate in yet, but I think it's going to be a good one. And per usual, if you have any health questions, any Holly O'Maliola ideas or questions, instead of questions or sound requests, please email me. I love getting emails from you guys. And remember, if you want to watch this presentation or any of our previous ones, please visit our YouTube channel. Our friend Jennifer here in the office helps upload them for us. We're all caught up, which is great. And on Wednesday, I will see you at 3:30 for our workout. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing and stop recording, and we'll do talk story time.